So this is where you hide out.
Shh, listen.
If you got a moment, I'd like to discuss the basketball schedule.
Basketball schedule?
Yeah, we got a problem.
Even so, I'm surprised at you. Where's your Christmas spirit?
Kirkwood's gym isn't available for the game on January 17th.
You didn't answer my question.
I thought it was rhetorical.
Couldn't you have taken at least 1 minute to listen to the chorus?
Now that is rhetorical. So I need your okay to switch it to a home game.
Switch? Is that all?
Mm-hmm.
You don't seem very turned on by Christmas. What are you planning to do for the holidays?
Nothing special.
No relatives to visit?
I'll probably just stay at home.
Alone at Christmas time?
That's a plan. Excuse me, Margaret. I got to call Kirkwood's athletic director and firm up the schedule. Excuse me.
Yea, Lord, we greet thee on this happy morning. Jesus, to thee we glory in. Word of the Father, now in flesh appearing. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord.
Good morning.
Hey, Lucas, guess what?
You're going to be late to school if I don't give you a lift.
No, this is something wonderful. I'm going to spend Christmas with my mom and dad.
Hey, that's great. Hey, they coming to St. Louis?
No, they can't on account of their
Immunization.
immunization program. They're going to fly to Hawaii, and me and my grandma are going to meet them there.
My grandmother and I are going to meet them there.
You're not going, I am.
True. You'll have a great trip.
I looked up Hawaii on the world map. It's about 5 inches from St. Louis. How far is that in person?
In person. Around 4,000 miles.
Oh, my goodness.
But it won't take long on the plane. You'll enjoy the flight.
Well, you see, I've only been across the Mississippi River 3 times, counting once when I was a baby. And I've never been further west than Kansas City.
Oh, and it's going to be a real adventure. And seeing your parents is going to be the icing on the cake.
Only one thing, Lucas. I won't be able to help you trim your Christmas tree.
Well, that's okay. I'm not going to have a tree this year.
No Christmas tree? What are you going to hang all the bulbs on?
I'm not going to hang any bulbs.
Oh. This is your first Christmas since your wife and your little boy died, isn't it?
Yep.
Must make you feel awful sad at Christmas.
I don't feel sad for you. I'm glad it's going to be your happiest Christmas ever.
I'm going to miss you, Lucas.
I'm going to miss you too, Glennon. If we don't hurry, we're going to miss the bell for the last day of school.
It's getting kind of late. I hope I can run fast enough.
Okay, I'll drop you off.
But I still say it won't look like Christmas in here without a tree.
Out! So, during the holidays, if you're going to do some reading, why don't you try reading part of Pickwick Papers? You'll never get through the whole thing, but there's a Christmas scene in Pickwick Papers that says all there is to say about the romantic, emotional side of Christmas. And when we get back from the holidays, we're going to review the basic rules of grammar.
Oh.
Look, I know it's a drag, but it's good preventive medicine for you guys who are going to college next year. It could help keep you out of one of those bonehead remedial English courses.
Mr. Tanner, why don't you talk like an English teacher?
I speak the current, fluid, changing language, and that includes bending some of the rules of grammar according to usage. But I know the rules, and I can write a formal composition. So don't anybody in this room try to squirm out of reviewing the basics just because I say, you bet. Everybody got that?
You bet.
Ha, ha, ha. Hey, remember, you got an assembly this period. Go straight to the auditorium.
Aren't you going to go with us, Mr. Tanner?
No, I think I'll pass it up.
Mr. Tanner, see you next year. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And the same to all of you. Have a great vacation, and don't even think about school.
You bet.
Gotcha.
Oh, darn.
What is this suspicious-looking gift-wrapped package on my desk?
Oh, it's not much, really. I just thought. Well, I wanted to give you something. Maybe you better open it. The pages are blank. It's to write down your thoughts over Christmas vacation so you can share them with us.
Thank you, Cindy.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Tanner.
Merry Christmas.
Mr. Keith?
I'm not asleep.
Oh, I'm sorry to disturb you, sir. You are Thomas Keith?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And you were planning to go on to Minneapolis from St. Louis?
Nothing wrong, is there? My ticket's in order, isn't it? That clerk screwed up.
Oh, no, sir. Your ticket is just fine, but I'm afraid you will have to change your plans.
Miss, what are you talking about?
Well, the airline reports a delay in service to Minneapolis because of a blizzard. The Minneapolis airport is snowed in.
Don't tell me.
Yes, sir.
How long will I be delayed in St. Louis?
Well, they're talking in terms of 6 to 8 hours. Well, the airlines will put you up in a first-class hotel if necessary.
Better not be. I've got an important engagement.
Well, there's not much we can do about the weather. Maybe you have some friends in St. Louis that you could visit.
No, I don't.
Well, Merry Christmas anyway.
Christmas is not until tomorrow.
Well, that's true. Could I get you a cup of coffee?
No, I don't want it.
Excuse me. Wow, is that bad? You want to meet Scrooge in person? Number 5 window seat. But don't get too close, he'll bite your arm off. Oh, hey, be fair. Maybe the guy has problems, you know? Yeah, you may be right. I think so.
Hey, stamp some of the snow off your feet. Oh. And close the door. You're gonna freeze me out, Glendon.
I came to say goodbye, Lucas.
Are you taking off already?
Yeah, my grandma likes to get to the airport early. Where's Bridget? I have a present for her.
She's down taking a nap by the furnace. I'll make sure she gets it.
Okay, it's homemade dog biscuits.
Homemade.
Yeah, Grandma had an awful time getting the recipe. She had to grind up a lot of liver and stuff, but they turned out to be pretty good if you happen to be a dog.
Well, that's what Bridget happens to be. She'll love them. Hey, that reminds me, Bridget's got a present for you, too. Come on, Glendon. But she didn't have a chance to wrap it. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Wow, a camera!
That's so when you get to Hawaii, you can take pictures of your parents and have something to show me when you get home.
Oh, boy, thanks, Lucas.
You're welcome.
I wanted to get you something, only I didn't know what. I was going to make another ship in the bottle, but it took too long and it was too hard to make. It was easier when you helped. Only how could I get you to help make your own present?
Yeah, I really don't need anything.
Oh, yes, you do, Lucas. And that's what I finally decided to get you. It's just what you need. Now shut your eyes. It's a surprise. Are they shut tight?
Tight.
Okay, now don't open them.
I won't.
Okay, I'll get your present. It's right outside.
Okay.
Hey! You can open your eyes now.
A Christmas tree.
Yeah, I made it myself. It's kind of funny looking.
No, it's a great-looking tree, and it's all decorated and everything.
It isn't Christmas without a tree, Lucas.
Well, I certainly have one now, and it's a beauty. I bet there isn't another one like it anywhere.
Well, I gotta go now. My grandma's waiting. Lucas?
Yeah.
Have a nice Christmas.
You too, buddy.
Bye.
So long.
Thanks for the camera.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Mr. Keith? Mr. Keith?
Miss.
Oh, no, I'm Carol, your stewardess.
Huh? Must have been dreaming. Silly of me, wasn't it?
Oh, not at all. Are you all right, sir?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm fine. I didn't mean to give you a scare.
You're sure now?
Yeah. My age is always something. I've got some candy-coated pills here somewhere. Could I trouble you for a glass of water, please?
Oh, surely. Will this be enough?
Oh, yeah, it's not a very big pill. Thank you very much.
Mr. Keith, would you place your seat in an upright position and fasten your seatbelt? We'll be landing in St. Louis soon.
Mr. Tanner,
Hey, Terry.
am I glad to see you?
Well, it's always nice to hear.
I'm having the worst time trying to make up my mind. Help me, please, Mr. Tanner.
Sure, if I can.
My father lost his favorite pocket knife on his fishing trip, and I want to get him another one for Christmas. Only there are so many, and I can't find one I like. Help me.
All right, how many blades did his old knife have?
Beats me. I just want it to be terrific. Do you like that blue one?
Well, the color's nice. What's it do?
What does any knife do? Cuts.
Sure, but, all right, look at this one. It has a can opener, corkscrew, bottle opener, nail file, scissors, hole puncher, screwdriver, wire scraper, tweezers, and a toothpick.
Beautiful. Do they have it in blue?
I don't know. You'll have to ask the clerk.
May I help you, sir?
The young lady has a question, yeah.
Oh, that's okay. I'll just look around.
All right, fine.
In that case, I'd like some light bulbs, please.
Oh, yes, sir. We're running a special on a 24-bulb string. Now, you have your choice of blinking or standard in a variety of colors to fit any tree.
No, I didn't mean Christmas tree lights. I meant 100-watt bulbs.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. It's my mistake. How many would you like?
4, please.
4. I'll have them for you in a jiffy. Now, are you sure you wouldn't like a string of lights? I mean, we're closing out special on them.
No, thanks.
Okay. Sleds are on special, too, sir. Would you like one for your little boy? I said the sleds are on special, too, sir.
No, thank you.
Oh.
Just the boat.
All right, sir. Right here. Will there be anything else? We have plenty of toys.
No, thank you.
That's it, sir. Right to the penny. Thank you very much, sir. Much.
Mr. Tanner, wait.
Oh, Terry, I'm sorry. I was in a hurry. I forgot to say goodbye.
I I didn't know what to give you for Christmas, Mr. Tanner. All I could think of was this. Merry Christmas, Mr. Tanner.
Merry Christmas, Terry.
You can wait right in here, Mr. Keith.
Very nice. Thank you. You're very kind.
You know, that blizzard is still going on in Minneapolis. They don't know when they're going to be able to fly planes in there.
Well, maybe I get lucky. Maybe it'll clear up before then.
But if it doesn't, have you decided what you want to do in the meantime? I just hate to think of you sitting up all night.
Carol, you sound like my daughter. That's just what she would have said.
Does your daughter live in Minneapolis?
No. My daughter is a year ago with my grandson.
I wish I didn't have to fly out right away, or I had friends in town. You shouldn't be alone on Christmas Eve.
It's just another night. Tomorrow is just another day. But I do thank you for taking an interest.
Are you sure there's nobody you could call?
I'll be all right. You'd better run along.
Well, maybe I'll be on your return flight.
Maybe. Carol, it's been nice meeting you. And I do appreciate your thoughtfulness, your concern.
Goodbye, Mr. Keith, and good luck.
Hello? 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 Anybody there?
Hello, Lucas. This is Thomas Keith.
Where are you, Tom?
At the airport. St. Louis. I think they call it a VIP lounge. Seems I have a lot of time on my hands.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
I'll wait.
Tom?
Been a long time. Almost a year.
Mm-hmm. We spoke once, on the phone, March, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. About Ellie's insurance, I remember.
Where were you headed?
Minneapolis, but the whole place is snowbound. They don't know when they'll be flying in there again.
I'll leave my phone number at the desk. Come on out to the house.
I don't want to impose.
Ellie wouldn't want her father sitting around the airport. Webster Groves isn't far.
I don't want to miss that plane.
You won't. Huh.
I can't get over how it's changed. St. Louis is entirely different from when I was a young man. And then I guess I've changed too. More ways than one.
You still take a little milk?
Oh, yes, thank you. Just a drop. Enough to change the color, Ellie always used to say.
Yeah, you happen to be going to Minneapolis on a Christmas Eve.
Yeah, it's just a business trip.
You trying a case?
No, nothing legal.
You know, I left the magazine and went back to teaching.
Hmm? What do you mean back? You were a ball player, weren't you?
No, I started out to be a teacher and got sidetracked.
What do you teach?
Truman Memorial High School, Webster Groves, English and American Lit.
Nothing in the sports field, eh?
I'm athletic director. I coach baseball.
Chip was quite a ball player.
Yeah, he had a good eye. Real good.
Teaching doesn't pay too much from all I gather.
No, I didn't go into it for that. Get rich?
You're good at it.
Yeah, I learn all the time.
Something you like.
Yeah, a whole lot.
Well, you've got something at least.
You have the law.
The law, Lucas, the law has long since lost its flavor. It's like everything else since my wife died trying to give me another child. That left just Ellie and me. And then Ellie met you.
You never approved of that.
I wasn't consulted. If she'd asked me, I might have told her how I felt.
How did you feel?
Doesn't matter now. She married you, gave me a grandson.
My son.
I have the same picture in the back of my watch. I must look at it 100 times a day.
Tom. I know.
I shouldn't have called you, Lucas. This was a mistake.
No, it was right to call. My house is always open to you.
Well, let's be honest. You never liked me any more than I liked you. You tolerated me because I was Ellie's father.
And I was her husband. That galled you. I never knew why. What was it, because I was a ball player, sports writer? What?
No, I didn't give a tinker's damn what you were, who you were.
Then what was it?
I wanted her near me. I wanted her home. She didn't have to get married, go off and live in New York.
Was that all?
Yeah, there were boys she knew in high school, grown up, well situated. Any one of them would have given an arm and a leg if she'd paid the slightest bit of attention.
That was it, then. You wanted to marry a local boy and settle down in your shadow.
She didn't have to live so far away. I saw her once, maybe twice a year. In the summer, sometimes. Christmas, for sure. And last Christmas, you two had words, angry words you fought.
I wouldn't call it that.
And you'd be lying to yourself because that's exactly what it was. A bitter fight between a man and a wife, and you know how it ended.
What are you trying to say?
If Billy hadn't met you, if she hadn't married you, she'd be alive today, not dead. But don't you people have any idea when you can start flying into Minneapolis again? Yeah. Well, snowstorms can't be too unusual in that part of the country. I'd have thought you'd have a fix on the problem by this time. Oh, I don't know how much longer you can reach me at this number. That's just it. I want to get away from here as quickly as possible. But can't you give me some idea of what... Yes, I'll hold her, right. I understand that. All right, I'd appreciate it if you'd call me just as soon as they start clearing the Minneapolis airport. Yes, thank you.
Anything new?
Oh, it's still snowing up there. Last year it snowed on Christmas Day.
Did it?
Yeah, you'd already gone by then.
Tom, why don't we take a walk? The fresh air would do us both good.
Afraid to talk about it?
What's the point? It won't bring him back.
No. No, it won't do that.
If it's too cold for you, we can go back.
It feels good.
We don't have to hike through the snow.
Just let me catch my breath. When I was a kid, I used to walk miles to school through deep snow. Drifts as high as your head. Freezing. That damp Midwest cold that cut right through you.
But where are the snows of yesteryear?
What'd you say?
I was quoting François Villon, the thief of Paris.
The kind of stuff you teach at that school of yours?
Oh, it just seemed appropriate.
Maybe a little sarcastic?
If it sounded that way, I'm sorry.
Not the kind of stuff you used to write for that magazine of yours.
Sports Week? No, they didn't go in for poetry.
What became of that fella you used to work for? Abe, what's his name?
Lydecker?
Yeah.
He's the managing editor now.
He was the one who called. Last Christmas Eve. We were putting icicles on the tree. Chip had already gone up to bed. Ellie answered the phone. You thought he was calling to wish you a Merry Christmas. But he wanted to give you a new assignment on Christmas Eve.
Tom, stop it.
I just wanted to refresh your memory. He wanted you to go down to Puerto Rico, cover some kind of a meeting.
It was an association of baseball players. They were taking a strike vote. I just finished writing a series of articles on the association.
And he knew you'd jump at the chance to write another one.
I didn't jump. Where'd you forget that? I told him no.
He gave you till midnight to think about it. That's what you did. You thought about it. You thought about flying down to Puerto Rico on Christmas Day. Alone.
I asked Ellie to go with me.
You knew she wouldn't leave, Chip.
I wanted them both to go. She wouldn't leave.
Because of me? Is that what you were going to say?
You'd flown halfway across the country to spend Christmas with us. Ellie didn't think it was fair to just run off and leave you.
Did you think it was fair?
I told Abe Lydecker I couldn't go.
That was the first time he called. What did you tell him the second time?
I didn't talk to him.
He called. I heard the telephone from the guest room.
What difference does it make?
He called.
Yes, he called.
And the next morning, Christmas Day, you came down to breakfast with your bag packed. And that's why you're spending this Christmas alone. I don't want to let you forget that.
Drink?
Much as I'd like to, I'm not supposed... Sure, why not?
Were you going to say you're not supposed to drink?
New diet.
Bourbon and branch water.
Crick water, we used to call that back home. I don't suppose there's any crick water left fit to drink.
Cheers.
Ah, that should take the chill off. I don't suppose I should call that airport again. They're not going to shovel up that snow any faster if I keep pestering them.
You know, last year at this time we were drinking Ellie's eggnog. I can almost smell the nutmeg and the cinnamon. Chip was asleep in his room. You were in the guest room down the hall. The presents were under the tree. That's when Ellie and I had our long talk. Lying in bed, my arms around her, her head against my chest.
And that's when you told her you were taking the Puerto Rico assignment.
No, I didn't tell her that. She told me that she thought my job with the magazine was hurting our marriage. I told her if I thought that, I'd quit. I told her how much I loved her.
But did you tell her about these?
I'm not finished, Tom. If you're so eager to know, let me tell it how it happened.
All right, go ahead, please.
And we talked about the series. Tacking someone else's conclusion on what I had written from my viewpoint would only mess it up. Tom, I actually thought that was important at the time. I can't remember why.
Because you really wanted that assignment.
I really did. And she knew it. But I was going to stay home, out of guilt, and she knew that, too. Well, the phone was on her side of the bed. When it rang, she answered it. And she told Abe Lydecker that I changed my mind, that I would go to Puerto Rico. She told him.
In anger, hurt because she knew you wanted to go.
Yes, she was hurt.
And you didn't try to stop her. You didn't try to grab the phone or break the connection or shout a denial. You let her make a commitment for you, even though you knew it broke her heart.
This is a trial, isn't it? You're the prosecutor and I'm the defendant.
Tell me you're not guilty.
I don't have to tell you anything. Finish that. We'll have some dinner.
Here?
No, it's too crowded in here. We'll go to a restaurant. I'll get our coats.
Here we go, gentlemen.
Oh, thank you.
I hope you enjoy your dinner and drinks. Have a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Santa's helper.
That's very poor taste. Have they forgotten Christmas is a religious holiday?
Tom, this isn't a church.
Well, let's hope the food is better than decorations, eh?
At least the place is open. Not everybody eats out on Christmas Eve.
Lucas Tanner, hi.
Lottie.
How are you?
What are you doing here?
Oh, would you believe I was on my way to a Christmas Eve party? Mark, my date, well, he knows the people real well, and he says they never feed anybody until after midnight. And I told him there is no way that I can hang in that long, so I made him bring me in here. He's furious about it. Do I know you?
No, ma'am.
Lottie Garland, Thomas Keith.
Well, I know Howard Keith. He's an instructor at the college.
No, he's not from around here. He's my father-in-law.
Former father-in-law.
Oh, well, I'm pleased to meet you.
How do you do?
Well, isn't it nice that the two of you could spend Christmas together?
Sure is.
I just wanted to wish you Merry Christmas, Luke, and you too, Mr. Keith. Bye-bye.
Bye, Lottie.
Bye.
Yes, Tom, I do go out with women.
I hardly think she'd be your type.
I like all types. And, no, it's not too soon.
I thought there might be a decent period of mourning.
What do you consider a decent period?
I never thought of being with a woman for years after my Louise passed away. I stood by her grave every Sunday, saw that she had fresh flowers.
Don't tell me how to mourn.
Lucas, if you'll excuse me, I think I've lost my appetite.
Tom?
My pills in my overcoat pocket.
Get
Jack,
the doctor.
get the pills.
What kind of pill is that?
Would you like one?
No, thanks. How do you feel?
Foolish. How do you feel in that costume?
Cold.
Right over here, Doctor. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Tom?
Yes.
This is Dr. Margolis.
Hello. I asked you not to call anybody.
He was here in the restaurant.
Convenient.
It could have been more convenient. I'm a gynecologist. Mind if I take your pulse?
Doctor, you're wasting your time. I'm perfectly all right.
I'm not convinced.
Lucas, what would you have me do? Get up into a tap dance?
I'll settle for a little color in your face.
I've got color.
Sure, 3 shades of gray.
How long have you had this condition?
What condition?
None of your business.
Give him a couple of minutes and then you can take him home.
Is he okay?
Of course I am.
I don't see there's anything I can do.
Thank you, Doctor.
Good luck.
Thank you, Doctor. Lucas, drink your drink.
Here you go.
I'm all right, Lucas. I'm all right. I'm not going to meet my maker just yet. I'm going to Minneapolis.
Well, why Minneapolis?
Why Puerto Rico? Why did you go? Why did you leave him that way?
Stubborn pride. Ellie forced me into it, and I was too pig-headed to call it off. I knew she didn't want me to go.
You walked out on Chip.
I left him playing with his toys under the Christmas tree. I never saw him again. Hello, my girl. Hello, my Bridget. Lyndon's not around to feed you, and I forgot. I bet you're starving, aren't you? Yes, you are. Let's see what we can dig up. Come on.
My waist phone?
No, go ahead.
Many times as I've called that airline, you think I'd remember the number? Hello, this is Thomas Keith. Do we have any new information on that flight to Minneapolis? Well, can't you give me some sort of an estimate? Yes, I understand. All right, I can be reached at this same number. Thank you very much.
Any word?
Well, it stopped snowing in Minneapolis. They're sweeping the runway, but they have no idea when the planes will start flying again.
Tom, why don't you sit down?
Yeah.
Give me your things.
Thank you.
My doctor's playing Santa Claus at the children's home. I'm sure if I give him a buzz, he'd come over.
That'd be an ass-me trick to play on those children.
You're real.
Look, I don't need a Santa Claus with or without a stethoscope. I've been examined.
I got the feeling Dr. Margolis wasn't telling everything.
He didn't have to. I know the shape I'm in.
You shouldn't have had those drinks, Tom.
I figure the situation called for something stronger than fruit juice.
Hey, how about some scrambled eggs?
Oh, thanks, Lucas. Look, I'm not a bit hungry. I'm just a little tired. I'd like to just sit here for a while, if you don't mind.
I've got a spare bed up in the guest room.
I don't want to risk missing that plane.
Tom, I'm sorry that it's so uncomfortable for you here.
Yeah. The only family I had was the only family you had. And they were alive last Christmas until you called from San Juan, Puerto Rico.
I called to tell Ellie how much I loved her and how much I missed her. I asked her to forgive me for being stubborn. But we had a bad connection. I don't know that she even heard me.
Well, what did she say?
I didn't get all of it. I thought I heard her say that she wanted to talk to me.
She never got a chance to talk. Lucas, why didn't you meet them at the airport?
I didn't know she was coming.
But you were on the phone begging her to come.
No, Tom.
And then you were too busy to meet their plane. That's why they were in that stupid taxi cab. That's why they were killed.
Tom, I didn't even know they were coming. I don't know to this day if she came to be with me or to break off our marriage.
Lucas, are you saying that it was Ellie's idea to come to you?
Yes.
She did that on her own?
Yep.
You didn't ask her to come?
No.
You didn't tell her to get on that plane?
I didn't know she was on it.
Lucas, if that's true, I've been blaming you for something that wasn't your fault at all. I could have settled all your doubts in a second. Lucas, we should have talked. We should have talked.
What about my doubts? Tell me.
She loved you. She forgave you. She spent Christmas Day with me, but she wanted to spend a lifetime with you. You can believe that. She told me so. Christmas Eve. A year ago, this time almost to the second, we were all together in that house of yours in Westchester County, New York. I had this ring. It belonged to Ellie's mother. I thought she'd like it. I thought I might give this old watch of mine to Chip. But boys his age would have no use for a turnip like this, so I got him a wristwatch. One of those newfangled things with the day and the date. I knew Ellie would say it was too expensive, but if a man can't spoil his only grandson.
It's okay, Tom.
I don't usually let go that way. I'm sorry, Lucas, I barged in here like the ghost of Christmas past.
It doesn't matter.
You can't imagine how many days I've wasted hating your guts and for nothing.
As long as we're being honest with each other, why are you going to Minneapolis? Isn't there a heart clinic up there?
Yeah, you finally caught on to that, did you? Yeah, my doctor back home says I can only take so many of those pills. There's always a chance that the next spasm would be a whopper, so...
Open heart surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you schedule it for Christmas?
Day after. Well, I had an open date in the schedule, and I figured it was as good a time as any.
And you were going to go through that alone. You weren't even going to mention it to me.
I didn't want your pity.
Silent night, holy night.
You're going to stand there? You're going to open the door?
All is bright. Round yon virgin, mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace.
Merry Christmas. Come on in.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
you all.
Christmas.
Thank you. Oh, boy.
I didn't want you to be alone on Christmas Eve, Mr. Tanner.
Well, thank you, Cindy. I had good company, but more is welcome. Cindy, Terry, Wally, and J.T., Mr. Thomas Keith.
How do you do? I'm his father-in-law.
Hi.
Who'd like some hot chocolate?
Sure.
I'll fix it.
Great. Would you? You mind?
Oh, no. I'm liberated. I'm allowed to work in a kitchen.
I'll give her a hand. Hey, is anybody going to answer that?
Oh, good idea. Hello? No, this is Lucas Tanner. Mr. Keith is with me, though. Plane leaves in 2 hours. Thank you very much. Oh, would you happen to have another seat on that same flight? No, one'll do. Round trip? Same class as Mr. Keith. Lucas Tanner? Thank you very much. And Merry Christmas.
Lucas, you didn't have to do that.
I want to do it. At Christmas, a man ought to be with his family.
Hey, Mr. Tanner, you don't have a Christmas tree.
I knew there was something missing.
Yeah.
You're wrong. I happen to have a beautiful Christmas tree. I just haven't taken it out yet. Here comes a hot chocolate.
Here it is.
Great. I want to. It's hot.
Yeah, real hot.
Okay, I got it.
Well,
That's a Christmas tree?
You bet it's a Christmas tree. One of the greatest I've ever seen.
Hey, everybody, how about another carol?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, number 3. All right? Okay.
God rest you merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
You're in a TV winter wonderland, celebrating the season with holiday episodes of your favorite shows. Keep watching the Very Merry Marathon and season's greetings from everybody in TV land.